Hello, hello, hello. Happy, blissful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you guys are. How are you guys feeling? How are you guys feeling today? How are you feeling? Let me know how you feeling in the chat. How are you feeling? Are you feeling with your heart, with your hands? How are you feeling? Okay, Alexandra is feeling good. It's awesome. It's good to feel good. I love that. And how are you guys feeling? How about the rest? How are you guys feeling? Are you feeling with your hands? Are you feeling with your heart? Or are you feeling it inside? How are you feeling? Let me know. And also, let me know how did you feel after doing yesterday's homework? How did you feel after doing yesterday's homework? Let me know. Who actually did yesterday's homework? Did you guys do it yesterday's homework? Let me know if you actually did the homework for yesterday. I want to know, I want you to let me know how did you actually feel when you did yesterday's homework? How did you guys feel? Awesome. T did it. Alexandra, yes, the homework made me feel positive. Awesome. I love that. I love that. Good, good. I mean, the fact that you actually did the homework, the fact that you showed up for yourself and did the homework, you should be very, very proud of yourself. Very proud of yourself. And now here's the thing. The reason why I gave you that homework is because I wanted to prove to you that everything is already within you. You had an old story which stated that you're not enough, you're not worthy, you're not, like, as you said, positive, but yet you could find an old memory and experience where you felt confident, you felt enough, you felt worthy, which means that everything is already within. All you need to do is just tap in. It's like watching television. You know that all the stations are already there. If you want to watch comedy, you switch to comedy. If you want to watch a horror movie, switch to horror movie. If you want to watch the news and politics, you switch to that. Everything is already there. Now, similarly with you as well, all your desires are already within. All you need to do is just tap in. You don't have to wait for the moon. You don't have to wait for energy healers. You don't have to wait for tarot cards. You don't have to wait for anyone outside of yourself because everything is already within you. Now, that should give you so much hope, joy, and should empower you because everything is already within. Isn't it wonderful? Absolutely. That's freaking absolutely. So what we're gonna do now is we in today's um, lesson we're gonna talk about releasing money blocks. How to release money blocks, right? And what are money blocks? Money blocks are basically any thought, idea, or belief that tells you in your head why you can't be wealthy and successful right now. So any thought, idea, or belief in your head that tells you why you can't be wealthy and successful is a money block. And we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about how to release the money blocks. Now, just to recap, in day one, we spoke about how to discover your path, how to become clear in what it is you want, right? And we then discussed anything that's getting in the way of you and your desires, right? And then day two, we spoke about how to overcome procrastination. Now, procrastination, unfortunately, a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs are addicted to procrastination. They are addicted to do, or rather, they are addicted to not doing what they're supposed to do. So entrepreneurs and business owners know exactly what they're supposed to do, but they don't do it, which means they addicted. And we actually manage, a lot of you guys managed to break through, and you literally overcame procrastination. And in day three, we spoke about, which was yesterday, how to conquer imposter syndrome. What is imposter syndrome? Imposter syndrome is when you doubt yourself, when you don't feel good enough, when you don't feel that you're worthy, irrespective of your expertise, your capabilities, and your qualifications, but you still feel unworthy, you still feel not good enough. So, yesterday, you guys actually conquered imposter syndrome because I asked you to find one, just one past experience where you felt confident. And a lot of you guys did the homework and you found. And that's just to show you that everything is already within you. Everything is already within you, right? Okay. And today we're going to talk about how to release money blocks. Now, what is a money block? A money block is any idea, thought, or belief that you have in your head that tells you you can't be wealthy or successful or you can't achieve your money goals. We're going to talk about that. Okay, if that is clear, drop me a one in the chat. If that's clear, awesome, awesome stuff, awesome stuff. Okay, so now guys, so what we're going to do now is we are going to do a quick exercise. It's called heart focus breathing. Now, the reason why we're doing this exercise is because we want to get our brains and our hearts coherent. Now, what is coherency? It's basically when your heart, your mind, and your emotions are aligned and in sync. That's where you experience flow states, being in the zone, right? I'm gonna do this. So what I want from you is I want to bring your hands, I want you to bring your hands towards your chest. Bring your hands towards your chest, and I want you to breathe into your chest for 5 seconds and breathe out for 5 seconds. Your eyes are open, and I want you to look at my screen because I'm going to share my screen with you. So I want you to breathe into your chest for 5 seconds and breathe out of your chest for 5 seconds whilst you're looking at my screen. So you do not close your eyes are open. If that is clear, drop me a two in the chat. Okay. I'm about to share my screen with you real quick. Okay. How are you guys feeling? How are you feeling? Let me know how you're feeling in the chat. Let me know what's happening in your head, what's happening in your body. How are you feeling? Okay, Janet says she feels light. It's awesome. It's a good sign. Alexandra said she feels more present, less distracted. Yeah, awesome. See, your body is a biological computer. So what we did is we actually charge your body's inner battery. Now, the reason why you charge your phone is because otherwise you won't be able to come on Zoom, text, call. Am I right? Yes or right? Yes or no? And Ma says that she feels light. Now, the reason why you need to charge your body's inner battery is because you will not be able, you won't have capacity to deal with stress, to deal with adversity and challenges. But when you actually charge your inner battery, then you'll be able to actually have capacity to deal with these things. And we only did it for like 4 minutes, you know, and so quick, so quick. Okay, cool. So, as I said, that today we are going to talk about how to release money blocks. And what are money blocks? Money blocks is basically any idea, thought, or belief in your head that tells you that you can't achieve your money goals, you can't be wealthy, you can't be successful. Now, the money blocks that I used to struggle with was that money is scarce, and also that there's not enough clients, and that I have to work hard. Those were my money blocks. And then I asked myself, is it actually ultimately true that money is scarce? I'm like, no, that's not true, because there's like trillions of dollars that's literally going around. People are buying houses, people are buying cars, people are getting married, people are eating at fancy restaurants, people are saving money. So there's loads of money going around. Money is not scarce. I knew that that was a lie. And then the second one was, oh, there's not enough clients. And I asked myself, is that ultimately true? There's 8 billion people. How can it not be enough clients? I just need like 3 or 4 clients a week and I'm set for life. And I said, no, that's not true. There's more than enough clients. I just have to allow the clients to come to me, right? And then the other one was, I have to work hard. And I asked myself, is that ultimately true? Do I actually really have to work hard for money? And I'm like, I've got friends that freaking only work 2 hours a day and they make thousands and thousands of dollars a day. So that's not true. And I knew that it was a lie. And those are money blocks. Now, I want to ask you, what are the money blocks that you have in your head that tells you you cannot be wealthy and successful? I want you to share it in the chat. Share the money blocks that you usually tell yourself every single day why you can't be wealthy and successful. I want you to share with me. Share with me. You see, those were mine that I used to struggle with. But then when I asked myself, is this ultimately true? I realized it was just freaking a limiting belief. Because you have to understand that we are limitless beings. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Now, the spirit in us is infinite and it's limitless. And that spirit in us is connected to the universe, source, God, whatever you want to call that power. And that's why we are not supposed to believe in these limitations because they are all just lies. It's just an old story that does not serve us. So Wilma says here that, okay, Alexandra said it's too hard. I don't deserve it. Okay. Shay says that it's going to take a long time. Okay. Wilma says not worthy, not ready to handle billions. Okay. Ma says, my money block, I have no money because I have no job or money earning. Okay. And Janet says, I need so many flow of followers to get clients online. It takes a whole lot of time, blah, blah, blah. You see, listen, check here. All of these, everything that you just shared with me now, I want to ask you guys one question. Is that ultimately true? Is that the ultimate truth? Is there someone that actually wrote on a black board in the sky that says this that is the truth? I want to ask you, yes or no? Do you actually believe that is the truth? No, no. So why are you identifying yourself with these limiting beliefs? Because remember what we discussed, that all these things in your head are just stories. Now, if the story does not serve you, what does it do? What does it do? If the story doesn't serve you, what does it do? It controls you. There we go, Janet. It controls you. Now, I want one person to come up here and I want to help one person that's been struggling with money blocks for years. So I want to help you release them. But I want to choose someone different, right? I want to choose someone that has not come up as yet. So I need one person to come up because I want to help you release your money blocks. And I want someone that's been struggling with money blocks for years, that's literally been going in circles years and always just in the same cycle. I need one person. Just put your hand up. Put your hand up. Come up here. I want to help you release your money blocks. Who wants to come up? Anyone? Put up your hand. So how do I, Alexandra? Okay. Okay, awesome, Alexandra. You can come up. Just turn on your video and unmute yourself.
Oh, can you see me?
Awesome. Yes, you can see you. Hi, Alexandra.
Let me do something else.
Okay, no problem. Take your time. Take your time.
Yeah, here's a bit better.
Uh,
Lovely.
awesome. Hi, hi. How are you? How are you feeling today?
Um, yeah, fine. Um, half good, half not, but yeah, I'm feeling good that I'm here on this call.
Okay, awesome. We're happy to have you. Happy to have you. So just tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do.
So for the last 17 years or so, I've been a nanny in England. But the last few years have been really hard. I've struggled and struggled to get jobs. I do a lot of temporary jobs, so like yesterday it was just a day with a child who had a day off school. Last week I was with a child for a few days while their grandma was on holiday. So I get these kind of jobs, and I get them quite regularly. But I don't. Haven't had my dream job. Um, I'm still stuck at my parents' house, and whilst I'm so grateful for that, it's not what I thought I would be in my 30s. Everything I do, I struggle with. Um, and I'm trying to think of another career I could do, but I can't. Anything I try to do, it just seems to fail. Whether that's dealing shares and stocks that my dad introduced me to like 5 years ago. I have been doing that, and it gets, I do it more for the long term. But I guess everything just struggles. Whereas everyone else I see in life gets what they want.
Yes, no, I definitely feel you. I've been there as well. I've also been struggling for so many years, and I was always wondering, what the hell am I constantly going in this cycle? I thought I was cursed, because I used to see everybody actually thriving around me. They're all successful. They're all like, married and happy, and I'm like, yeah, I'm freaking miserable. I'm like, what the hell is happening? But then I realized that, oh, okay, it was the story that I kept on telling myself for all those years. So now my question to you is, why do you think the reason is for you to struggle all these years? Why do you think, well, that is?
Mm, to be honest, I really don't know. It could be that I don't feel deserving. I think that's a strong one.
Mm,
I know I'm a good nanny, so when I go for interviews, I don't know why I'm not picked. Um, I think it is deserving and worthy, but
so,
I guess yeah. No, growing up, we had everything. I was never hungry, but we never, my parents weren't rich, but they we had everything we needed. We had after school activities. We did sports. We went camping holidays in France because we couldn't afford anything else. But we had everything we needed as a child. So maybe I've just carried that on. I'm not sure. But my sister and brother haven't. They're succeeding in life and not me. So I don't know.
yeah. So let me ask you a question. So what is your dream job
Um,
or your dream career?
to either be like a traveling nanny, so working with families that travel a world, so holiday nanny. Also just not working as much as well. And in some ways, I'm enjoying my life now. I'm kind of living the dream life. I'm living the end life at the moment, because I'm just working a few days a week and I'm enjoying doing relaxing things, reading, doing puzzle without worrying about bills because my parents have that all sorted. So in some ways, I'm kind of living in the end.
Mm-hmm,
But I also know that I don't have £1 million in my bank. I don't have my own place. I know.
mm-hmm.
And if this carries on for the next 10 years, I'll be in my 40s with still nothing to show. So I don't know. I've got that wired in the back of my head. Anyway, sorry, it's just probably going on
Yeah,
too long, but I think
yeah.
ultimately it's probably just not feeling
Sure,
worthy.
sure. So feeling worthy, yeah. No, feeling worthy. Okay. So your dream career is to actually be a travel nanny, right? So what do you think is actually stopping you from achieving that?
I really don't know because I love traveling. I'm good with children. Um, Subconsciously, maybe I think I should be here with my parents to help them, even though they don't really need help. But I suppose they're aging, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure because I've been
Yeah.
trying and trying and trying. So at the
Yeah.
moment, I'm just not trying anymore. I'm not going for interviews anymore because I've kind of had enough of being let down. So I'm still mindful. I'm not never giving up, but just taking a breather, having a relax. And I think you said that the other day, kind of just not doing nothing, but slowing down and just
Mhm.
trying to see what comes up. I've heard a lot of be restful at the moment. In the last few months, I've heard a lot of that on YouTube videos and people speaking podcasts. So I feel like this is my time for rest. So maybe I just need to enjoy that.
Yeah, sure. So basically, like the old story that you've been telling yourself of not feeling worthy or deserving, that is just a story. So, for example, I've got this jacket on, right? Now I can take it off right now. As a matter of, let me take it off. I'm taking it off now, right? Now it's off. That's exactly similar to my old story of not worthy and deserving. So now it's gone. I'm no longer having it on. So that's what you have to do with the story that you've been telling yourself, okay, I don't feel worthy, I don't feel deserving. You just have to take it off and then
Yeah.
just replace it with a new jacket. I am worthy, I am deserving. Now, why are you worthy and deserving? Is because of your existence, right? So
Mhm.
your existence is valuable and basically eternal. The mere
Yeah.
fact that you exist right now means that you are worthy. So, in other words, you don't have to prove your worth, you don't have to
Mhm.
validate your worth. You are worthy as you are. So,
Yeah.
you don't need no one's approval or validation. And no one
That's,
can take it away from you because it is your existence. Okay?
yeah.
It's like yesterday when I mentioned if you had to pick up a diamond and the diamond
Mhm.
is full of poop, right? It's filled with
Yeah.
dirt. And
Mhm.
what's the first thing you're going to do with that diamond? Even though you
Clean
see
it,
the poop, you can smell the poop, you can see the dirt. What's the first thing you're going to do with the diamond?
wash it. Yeah.
You're going to wash it, right? You're going to wash the diamond. Why? Because you know the value of the diamond.
Yeah.
And that's who you are. You a diamond.
Mhm.
So the story that you've been telling yourself, it may smell a bit, it may be a little bit dirty and all that. All you have to do is just take it off and
Yeah.
claim your worth and say, hey, I am worthy and deserving as I am. So you don't have to do anything. You don't have to buy a book. You don't have to buy a course. You don't have to do coaching, nothing. You just have to say, I am worthy
Yeah.
as I am, you
Mhm.
know? And when you step into that greatness, you then open the floodgates of the universe to actually support you in each and every way because now you have claimed that you are worthy. And now there's
Yeah.
no more blockages. There's no more limitations because you now know that you are a diamond.
Yeah.
Irrespective of dirt, you are a diamond and you're shining so bright. And now you're like, okay, I now know I am worthy to be a traveling nanny. I am worthy to work, to travel the world. I can be anything I want because I am worthy. Of course, I deserve it because I'm worthy. Duh. I don't have to do anything because I'm
Yeah.
worthy. You know what I mean? So does that
Mhm.
make sense to you?
Yeah. It does.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
claim that worth, let
Mhm.
go of that story, put on your new story, and just keep it on. And every day tell yourself, I am worthy and deserving. I am worthy and deserving. And you'll see that that will shift you and it will remind you of who you really are. Okay?
Okay. Thank you. Thanks
Awesome
very much.
stuff. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for coming on, Alex. Everybody say thank you to Alexandra for being so kind to share with us. But guys, I hope you guys um, kind of, whatever your money block was as well, it's basically just like this jacket that I've got on. Remember, you all shared money blocks, right? Now, your money block is exactly like this. Okay, it's just a story. It's just a story. Now, you can take off the story or you can put it back on. And you are not the story, right? You are the gentle observer. So you do not want to identify yourself with the story because if you identify yourself with the story, you limit yourself. You limit yourself. Like I shared with you guys, I used to identify myself with the old story that, oh, you know what I mean? There's not enough clients, money is scarce, I have to work hard. Now I know that that was just a story. It's not the truth. And all I had to do is just replace it with the opposite. And now clients come to me easily. I have more than enough money. I get to live a life of freedom with my family. We dance every day. We go for walks on the beach every day. It's amazing because of my new story. All I did was just replace the old story with the new story. And now, boom. If that makes sense, drop a 7 in the chat. Because I know some of you guys been struggling for so many years, and you kept on going outside of yourself. You jump from video to video, coach to coach, course to course, but it's simple, man. As you, for the people, for you guys that have been doing this challenge since day one, you know that I simplify things so that a 5-year old can understand. I don't want to make it complicated because I'm explaining the same things to my 2-year old. So the last thing I want to do is make it complicated. It's not complicated. There's a lot of people that just want to make it complicated, complex. It's not. It's simple. It's really that simple. It's you have to ask yourself, does the story that is in your head, is it serving you or is it controlling you? If it controls you, just take it off. Take it off. Just take it off. Simple as that. Simple as that. And if it does serve you, then keep it on. Shine, man. Shine. Keep it on. Jam. You know what I mean? But if it controls you, I want you to take it off. I want you to take it off. And that's how you release money blocks. That's how you let go of money blocks. Because a money block is simply a story that you're telling yourself every single day. And we all have these, oh yeah, but the government, oh, but Trump's tariffs, oh, but there's this, that, this, and it's all these stories. You just have to start telling yourself a new story because you have to understand that you are worthy as you are. Now, the mere fact that you are worthy as you are, now you get to experience all your desires, whether that's wealth, whether that's success, whether that's happiness, love, whatever that case. You are worthy as you are. You don't have to do anything to prove your worth. You are already worthy as you are. You don't have to prove it. You don't have to validate it. You don't have to ask anyone. No, your existence proves that you are worthy. Your existence is eternal and valuable. You are a diamond. It's time to shine your light and get rid of the story that's been blocking your light. So all you need to do is tell a new story. Tell a new story. Now share with me in the chat, what is your news story? I want you to share with me, what is your news story? What news story will you tell yourself from today on? What is your news story? Because my old story used to be, uh, clients are scarce, I have to work hard for money, and um, there's not enough clients. But now I know that, oh, there's way more than enough clients. I'm overwhelmed with clients. Clients always find me easily and effortlessly. I have more than enough money. I'm overflowing with money. I am in excess. I have so much money, I don't even know what to do with. Money always comes from all directions, all avenues, all sources. And money continuously supports me. Money loves me. Money loves to compensate me. Money is my friend. Money is my ally. Money loves me, and I love money. Money and I, we best friends. We homies. And we have an amazing, healthy relationship. See, that's my news story. See, when I say it, it makes me smile. It literally just makes me feel like, oh man, money, you my honey. You know? Okay. So Janet says that it's easy, yes, to get clients. Money doesn't have to be hard. Beautiful. Sherry says that I've always been a good real estate buyer, seller. Yeah, exactly. Sellers beg to work with me. Oh, you see, now that shows that Shay is now, she knows her worth. For someone to say that you know your worth, I love it. I love it. You've literally washed all that dirt and that poop from that diamond because you are a shining diamond. I can't keep up with the amount of new business that's coming in. Beautiful. Alexandra says that money, you my honey. Love it. Awesome. T says, I'm worthy of receiving large amounts of money. That's it. You see, guys, now tell me, how are you feeling now that you're actually telling this new story? Let me know in the chat, how are you feeling now that you're telling this new story? Because your new story is now a new frequency, and that frequency is now in tune with the frequency of money. Now, what is the frequency of money? The frequency of money is optimism, it's generosity, it's freedom, it's joy, it's power, it's confidence, it's gratitude. And when you tell this new story, you feel so positive, you feel so uplifting, you feel so, confident. It's beautiful. And that's what you do, you know. Wilma says, I'm smiling at my word. Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. I love it, guys. I love it. So now that you know that you are not the story, okay? And here's the thing, if the story does not serve you, what does it do? If the story does not serve you, what does it do? It controls you. So if it controls you, you have to take it off because you are not the story. You are not the story, and put on a new story. Okay? Right. So you guys are doing amazing. I'm so grateful that M says I come from ancestry of excellence. Yes. So I excel in everything I do. Things just so simply work out for me. Wonderful. Let's listen to these empowering stories. Now you guys are empowering, like freaking awesome, amazing storytellers. Now your stories, your all of your stories making me smile. I'm like, yeah, okay, that sounds cool. I want to experience that. I want some of that excellence. That's freaking inspiring, man. I love that shit. You know, I love it. I love it. And so, because whenever you tell an empowering story, it reminds everyone around you of their inner power as well. That's why it's so inspiring. So I want you to keep on telling these new stories. Okay. And so tomorrow, and I've got some work for you guys to do that. I've got some homework. Your homework is to choose one money block that's been that you've been struggling with for many years, and I want you to write the exact opposite. And I want you to bring that into our final day, day 5 tomorrow, right? So your homework is to choose one money block that you've been struggling with and just write the exact opposite and bring that into our day 5 tomorrow. So tomorrow is our final day, day 5. So tomorrow we are going to talk about how to shift your identity, your self concept to the version of yourself who already has your desires. Because at this very moment, there is a version of you who already has your desires. All you need to do is just step into it. You just have to shift into it. It's like listening to a radio. So if I'm listening to a hip hop radio station right now, and I'm like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of this. I actually want to listen to some R&B now. So all I have to do is just change the radio station from hip hop to R&B. Now, the moment I change from hip hop to R&B, I then start to listen to R&B music and I get all the information related to that station. Now, similarly with your identity as well. Now, your 2.0 version, your new identity already has all its thoughts, feelings, actions, and manifestations as well. All you need to do is just switch to that identity, and then you will be bombarded with all those thoughts, feelings, actions, and manifestations as well. So you don't have to create anything, you just have to change your inner channel. If that is clear, give me a 10 in the chat. If that is clear, give me a 10 in the chat. So your homework for tomorrow is to choose one money block that you've been struggling, and I want you to write the exact opposite of that and bring it into our day 5, our final day. Awesome, guys. I'm so grateful that it's clear. I'm so grateful that it's clear. Yes, I just want to, as I said, I just want to make things clear. I want to keep it the KISS principle. You know the KISS principle? It says keep it simple, stupid. That's it. You know? So yeah. So I want you guys to let me know what was your biggest takeaway from today's call. So you can one person can unmute, you can unmute and just share with me what was your biggest takeaway of today's call. So so anyone can just unmute and share. What was your, and also in the chat, I want you guys to also share in the chat. What was your biggest takeaway from today's call? And then I want one person to unmute and share what was their biggest takeaway from today's call.
That I need to change my story and just really remind myself how worthy I am. And you know, I was smiling in the video when you were saying that. So yeah, like you said as well, you're smiling when you say it. So yeah, I just need to keep up that positivity. Yeah.
Awesome. Well done. Well done. I love it, Alexandra. Thanks for sharing. Okay. Anyone else wants to share as well? Unmute. Share what was your biggest takeaway from today's call? Okay, Wilma said that value, worth, discovered. Okay, nice. Wow, Wilma, that's huge. That is huge. That's a breakthrough right there. For you to actually discover your worth, it's like you only you just kind of remembered, like you remembered it because of the conditioning we were lied to, and with religion and school and all these institutions told us that we're not worthy, we don't deserve, all that. So we literally just have to unlearn all that BS. When I say BS, I mean belief systems. Janet says that the power of flipping the story that doesn't serve you. Yes, indeed. Shifting the story, shift your reality. That's it. Wonderful. Awesome. Awesome, guys. So, yeah. And T says, my takeaway from today is that money blocks are not real. That's right. They are just limitations we've made up and we can overcome. Exactly. Exactly. 100%. And once you live your life in accordance to spirit, because spirit is in you and it's around you. Hence, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. So you always want to communicate with your spirit. You always want to call upon your spirit. If you like don't know anything and stuff like that, you want to say, hey spirit, listen here, please, I need you to sort this out. I need you to help me with this. I need you to, because you don't want to try to do it on your own. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, so you are in partnership with God, the universe. You're never alone. Now if you're going to try to do it on your own, you're going to fail miserably. The reason why I know is because I've been there. I've tried to do it on my own, trust me. You want to start this relationship with your spirit again. Call upon your spirit. Thank your spirit. Pray to your spirit and say, hey, spirit, sort this out. Thank you, spirit, for sorting me out. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. Okay, I call it spirit. You can call it whatever, God, universe, angels, whatever, you know? Okay. So, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, and same Zoom link on our final day. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to talk about how to shift your identity, your self concept to the version of yourself who already has your desires. So, we're going to talk about how to change your inner channel from your 1.0 self to your 2.0 self. Yeah. Okay, awesome. So everybody, you can unmute and say goodbye. Let's say bye to everybody. Unmute and say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye
Bye.
everyone. Thank you so much.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Keep smiling, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.
Bye. Thank you, Gabriel.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.